Robots, like this automated guided vehicle, or AGV, use sensors to create a picture of the environment they're working in, to know what's around them, quickly find things, and make good decisions. But creating a clear picture of the future is still something beyond any smart technology.
I think the only certainty about the future is the uncertainty of the future. The last 5 years has highlighted all the risks that people hadn't previously considered, and I think they're only going to continue to be amplified and exponentially grow over the next decade. We're going to see a lot of uncertainty, a lot of volatility.
And in uncertain times, agility, resilience, and reducing costs take on a sharper edge. Brian Roberts is Global Insight Leader at the Institute of Grocery Distribution, or IGD, headquartered in the UK.
There are obviously a huge number of challenges occurring at the moment across the global food retail industry. One of those clearly is the huge explosion in terms of the cost base. So wages, materials, fuel, electricity, all of these costs are going through the roof.
Dematic is a familiar name in the Australian food and grocery industry, supplying state-of-the-art automated storage, transport and order fulfillment systems to Australia, New Zealand and Asia for more than 50 years. Dematic designs, builds and supports intelligent automated software and systems. Essentially, smart vehicles and robotics for optimizing production and logistics operations. Versatile technologies adapted for the challenges that lie ahead.
We're a proud Australian manufacturer, so we can provide more certainty around schedule and supply chain and mitigate the risks that international supply chains can bring by using local steel, manufacturing locally and delivering locally.
Certainty of delivery was seriously shaken during recent disruptions. So much so that supply and distribution can no longer afford to be a secondary consideration for food and beverage manufacturers.
Supply chains have evolved to the point now where they're no longer just a poor cousin of the business. They are now a strategic enabler.
The powerful trends that are reshaping the landscape of food and groceries in Australia show no signs of abating. There has been a massive shift in customer behaviour. Increasingly, customers want to see their food and groceries delivered to their doors reliably and quickly, as well as maintaining shelf life and freshness.
The genie's out of the bottle in terms of online, but it's much less profitable than in-store retailing. So people are trying to manage that challenge.
Australian populations are concentrated in our major cities, and increasing urbanisation is affecting the cost and availability of land for warehousing and distribution, whilst the super competitive labour pool is hitting manufacturers in rural and regional areas particularly hard.
They're seeing frequent churn and loss of labour as businesses vie with each other to retain an ever smaller pool of available labour. They've looked to try and simplify, go after some of the simpler tasks within the warehouse by using automated guided vehicles and saving that labour and then redeploying that valuable labour into other parts of their business where they can get far better value add.
Dematic's automated guided vehicles, or AGVs, are able to work safely around the clock with 100% accuracy and no brakes.
The evolution of grippers and sensing technologies, the use of artificial intelligence and the use of really clever vision systems is evolving rapidly, and this creates a robot that can almost pick up any item and move it from one tote into another tote or from one carton into another carton, and that's really, really exciting.
Height, lighting and fatigue are less of a problem in an automated warehouse. Goods can be stacked higher, so warehouses have greater capacity within a smaller footprint.
These facilities have minimal open spaces. It's a lights-out operation. They're using smart automation with great capabilities in on-off technology and electrical regeneration. They're really driving efficiencies within these operations, saving on energy costs and reducing this risk to their business. It's allowing us to drive economies of scale within our business, drive efficiency within our labour force and remove challenges around congestion.
We're seeing a lot more collaboration between suppliers and their big retail customers. No one wants to see sales reduced. Everyone's got an interest in driving costs out of the value chain. So we're seeing some really nimble collaboration between the two sides.
Collaboration in the supply chain, and a future where smart robotic technologies will always have a clear view of what comes next.